Welcome back, everyone. Let's head over to meteorologist Daniel McFarland, who is tracking a severe thunderstorm warning. Daniel.
Danelle, we do still have one right over Oro Valley and the north side of Tucson, and this one is set to expire in about 15 minutes or so. And one thing that you're looking at with this is a lot of lightning, quarter-size hail, and wind gusts upwards of 60 miles per hour. It's getting very close to Tucson itself, so we're going to continue to monitor it and see how exactly close it gets to the city. But as of right now, it's favoring more towards a western track as opposed down towards the south. So if you're closer towards Tucson, I just think you're going to be seeing some of those lighter showers moving in, but places like Marina, other spots like the west side of Tucson have a much stronger chance to have all of those factors moving into their area. Now, Oro Valley has had a lot of rain over the last 45 minutes with this system, and that rain is just going to be continuing as the storm's not moving very quickly either. Now, one thing I want to point out to you is that it is getting much stronger. We are tracking the fact that the hail has gotten significantly bigger over the past 45 minutes as well. If I show you those hail tracks, you can see right over Oro Valley, you have an area in deeper blue. That is going to be one spot where you have the hail close to about quarter size. Now, closer towards the north, you see areas north of Oracle right there, and closer towards Kearney and Dudleyville that are starting to develop. Those are not severe thunderstorm warnings just yet, but I would not be surprised to see some of these areas pop off as severe in the next few minutes. As you can see, a lot of heavy rain, a lot of lightning with that area, and that's still developing. Now, another thing I want to point out to you with this storm is the fact that it's a pretty tall one as well. As we look at these storms, one thing we want to track is how tall it is. And the reason why is because the taller the storm, the stronger it is up there. And you can see this one close to about 55,000 feet. Just a little while ago, it was closer to about 60,000. So we need to continue to keep an eye on the storm and the height, because if we see it drop rather quickly, that can also mean that we could see a microburst happen. And those usually happen on the west side. So if we do see this thing getting closer and closer towards the west side, and then those ceilings kind of drop down a little bit, that is where the worst of it is going to be expected to be. Now, I do want to show you what it looks like from satellite view here, just to kind of give you an idea of what you look for severe weather. Now, you can see closer towards Oracle how it looks a little bit rougher up there. Same thing near Tucson. You can kind of make out the clouds look a little bit taller in that area as well. That is what severe weather looks like whenever you're looking at satellite. And also closer towards Benson and Sierra Vista, you're seeing more of the same. Those are a couple other areas that we're tracking when it comes to severe weather, where you could be looking at a stronger thunderstorm moving in. So as of right now, we are going to be looking at Oro Valley with the strongest winds, the heaviest rain, close to 60-mile-per-hour winds, and it is expected to expire here at 4:30, as I mentioned before. Now, I don't think that's going to be the end of the storm. After we get past 4:30 or so, I would imagine that next severe thunderstorm warning would include places like Marina, the west side of Tucson, as this slowly makes its way off the mountains and closer towards those areas. Now, something else I want to point out to you. Spots like Eloy and Marina have seen blowing dust. There is a dust storm warning in those areas ahead of this rain reaching them. So that is something else that we're going to be tracking here as well. Now, I want to go closer towards the north again, because we are going to be tracking more showers heading into Oro Valley, with most of this moving down towards the southwest. A spot like Oro Valley, or at least some areas around that city, could be looking at as much as a full inch of rain as we get into the next day. We're going to have a lot more on this system as it continues to move down towards the south. But right now, we'll be back in a few minutes with some more news.